Though he never raced here, Chinook Pass played a very large part in Emerald Downs history. He retired as the richest Washington bred of all time. He was Washington Horse of the 20th Century and an inductee into the first class of the Washington Thoroughbred Hall of Fame. Chinook Pass had a resume of greatness. After racing concluded and a couple of years in the pasture, Jill Hallen took over care of Chinook Pass, and his remaining 20 years plus were as eventful, seemingly, as any thoroughbred ever.
The dressage was, which is basically just retraining and getting him to slow down. It took years, but it was beneficial for him, and he enjoyed it. And whether it was in competition or just showing him off down here, he didn't care. He just wanted people to pat him before and afterwards.
Before Emerald Downs ran its first race, Ron Crockett and Chinook Pass were special guests at a gala function at the SeaTac Red Lion Inn. At Emerald Downs, he performed dressage with Hallen aboard. He led post parades for the Chinook Pass Stakes, had birthday parties, was reunited with jockey Lafitte Pinkai Jr., appeared with other Washington-bred world record holders, and was the celebrity greeter at the track's 10-year anniversary party. Chinook Pass performed in the Seattle Torchlight Parade. He appeared at Westlake Center, was a guest at a Shorecrest High School assembly, and was present inside the Overlake Cinema at the local premiere of the movie Seabiscuit. Hallen has many stories from Chinook's eventful post-racing career.
A robber one time when we were down at Westlake Mall, a guy came running through the streets and he ran into Westlake Mall area, and the police were chasing him on bikes. So I kind of backed Chinook up and put his butt in the guy's face, and he stopped, and they slowed down enough for the police to catch up to him.
Street noise in downtown Seattle didn't bother him.
I remember we actually halted to get into parade position right under the monorail. And then the monorail came over, and I thought, oh, he's gonna freak out. And he just looked up like, oh, car in the sky.
There was a nice moment after the Shorecrest High assembly.
It was raining really hard. After the assembly, everybody filed back to class, and I was waiting for a truck to move so that I could put Chinook back in the horse trailer. And the last group of kids to come out were some handicapped kids, special ed kids, about 15 of them. And I had Chinook standing under an awning in the school, kind of outdoor hallway, but they crowded around and patted him. And before they came, he was kind of restless and pawing and wanting to get back in that trailer. And then those kids came around and they did everything. They crawled under him, they pulled on his mane, they pulled his tail, they kissed him, and he just totally settled down.
He loved being the center of attention, and that came naturally.
And he was never sedated for anything. I remember coming off the van for the Torchlight Parade. They gave the pony horses that were in the parade as our contingent a little calming cocktail. But I had some cookies, and the girls that I brought with me were just feeding him cookies, and he was just happy.
Chinook Pass left us in 2010, but not before providing thrills for the thousands that got a chance to meet him and greet him. Chinook Pass, throughout his career, a big favorite on and off the track.